Hello everyone, my name is Kumbuso Joshua Nyoni. I'm the ZEMIA Vice President and co-founder. I would like to introduce the project that we're currently embarking on, the ZAMBIAeMOBILIZE project, which is sponsored by the Drive Electric campaign, Leapfrogging Electric Mobility Acceleration Program, partnership rather. So this is a 2-year program which was pretty much awarded to the Zambian Electric Mobility Innovation Alliance as a way of fast-tracking zero-emission public transport sector in the Zambian space, with a particular focus on electrifying public transport vehicles. In a nutshell, with regards to what the project scope is about and what we're trying to achieve, currently the project is divided into 5 work packages. The first one is linked to awareness campaigns and stakeholder engagement, which is work package 1. Then we've got the main one, which is research and public development focus, which has got about 4 sub-work packages, which I'll discuss in a few minutes. Then the third work package is the road development for electrification of public transport sector. Then the fourth one is about capacity building. The research and public transport focus is going to look at different themes, which will feed into the roadmap. The roadmap, for it to be implemented by different key players and stakeholders, both in government, private sector, academia, we need to embark on the capacity that will need to be built for us to realize such a roadmap. So that's how these are structured. Then we've got the 5th work package that looks at continuous monitoring and evaluation, more or less like from the onset of the project till the end, we are monitoring and evaluating progress, engagement with stakeholders, and also just to ascertain the value and impact that we're making through surveys that we embark on, through interactions with stakeholders like the coffee talk that we had today at the University of Zambia, through workshops with key players, stakeholders, and other associations, and through interactions with government as well. For instance, for us to even ensure that we get some of the incentives and duties that through submissions we made as ZEMIA to the Ministry of Finance. So now let me drill more on the second work package, which is the research and development public transport focus. The first work package under this is the barrier analysis. I think it's key for us to see how we can fast track, should I say, adoption of electric mobility, to understand the barriers that we're faced with at present. The current barrier at present, you would attest, is load shedding, which looks at not having the right capacity in terms of generation infrastructure. So we're looking at not just infrastructure, we're looking at policy, we're looking at the economic barriers as well with regards to affordability. We're looking at plethora of, should I say, gaps linked to not having the right capacity. So this will now feed into these other sub-work packages that I'll mention soon. The second sub-work package is the techno-economic analysis, where we're trying to compare and benchmark the different vehicle types in terms of, and also the infrastructure in terms of the charging infrastructure, affordability, a matrix that comes with that, and how it would take in terms of cost assessment in retrofitting electric vehicles or buying a brand new one or second-hand vehicles, in terms of those comparisons across the region and across the globe. This will pretty much trigger into having the right partnerships in terms of car dealerships and vehicle suppliers. So the third sub-work package is linked to cost-reflective EV tariffs. I think it's cardinal for us, even as we are embarking on, should I say, awareness for members of the public and just, should I say, government, working with government to ensure that we have sustainable transport, of which electrification is one component, to understand what a fair tariff should be. For us to have the right infrastructure in place from generation up to distribution to the last mile, it's key to have a robust framework that is inclusive, where members of the public understand and are part of, should I say, adopting that framework. So I think currently ZEMIA is part of a committee which is being spearheaded by the Energy Recreation Board, looking at cost reflectivity for EVs. So as ZEMIA, we're actually working hand in hand with regards to each work package and sub-work packages with the people on the ground, with ministries, with think tanks, just to ensure that whatever we propose or whatever solutions that could be recommended are solutions coming from implementers, from the general public, and also adopting best practices from other parts of Africa and across the globe. ZEMIA is also a member of the Global EV Alliance, so we usually have discussions to showcase progress and see how best we can actually refine through the monitoring and evaluation work package that I talked about. Then the other sub-work package under this is the one linked to us trying to assess the impact, or should I say economic analysis, of the waivers and incentives that were announced by the Ministry of Finance in last year's budget. So the question is, what has been the impact in terms of adoption? What level of economic analysis can we showcase to pretty much indicate whether it's currently adequate, or it should point to us requesting, should I say, a pack of other incentives across the entire value chain. So what we're hoping is, with all these sub-work packages, we'll be able to develop a roadmap together with government to ensure that the roadmap resonates with what is pragmatic and what is actionable, something that is tangible. And the roadmap should also be embedded with the right capacity building framework. Because for us to be able to succeed in this space, we shouldn't leave anyone behind. So we need to be able to identify the gaps through the barrier analysis, and those gaps have to be met by ensuring that capacity is built for us to embark on the trajectory of accelerating the adoption of public transport electrification in Zambia. So I think what is cardinal for us to achieve this is to not work in silos. Non-governmental organizations like ZEMIA, the Solar Industry Association of Zambia, or the Zambia Renewable Energy Agency, working together with government, private sector, to ensure that we pretty much achieve the future that is sustainable, that we would want to see. The transport that is inclusive, that just doesn't cater for one income group, but cuts across everyone by looking at the willingness and ability to pay.